All right. Milo, you're there. Welcome to the call, everybody. It's Friday night in the United States, Saturday morning down in Australia, and whatever time it is in your part of the world, if you're from another part of the world, and I guess it's Friday night in Canada as well. But welcome to the call. Tonight we're going to be talking about the Wealth Builder Plan. Last week we covered the first 7 profit centers with the compensation plan, and Milo was so kind to get on the call with us and share that, and he agreed to come back tonight and share with us about the Wealth Builder. And what I try and tell everybody is that when you're doing network marketing, if you're doing it as a business, you really need to learn how to work the compensation plan. You know, I don't think that you really need to learn all the details, but you really need to learn how to work the compensation plan. Work it with a checkbook mentality. What things do you need to do so that you can put money in your wallet, in your e-wallet, each and every month, so that minimally you get your products paid for? Because, you know, with products like what we have with a company like Sizzle, you want to take as many products as you possibly can. I use almost every product that we have, and I've been doing that since the very beginning. And really, the only month that it ever cost me any money was the first month. And then after that, you know, I've used my paycheck to pay for my products. And that's one thing that I suggest that everybody have that as their first goal. Get it to where they can get their products for free. And then gradually build it so that you can not just make enough money to pay for your products, but build it so that you're making enough income that you can say that you're making enough money to make your car payment or your house payment. And then after that, build it a little bit bigger. Set your next goal. How can you build it so that you're taking home enough money that you can have a life-changing event? Maybe you can make enough money each year that you can take your family on a nice vacation, or maybe it's something that's special that you and your spouse would like to do. Set your goals that way, so that, you know, it's step by step by step. And if you do that, what you're going to find is that you're going to have something that you're going to set up for yourself and your family. The nice thing about it is Sizzle is a business. You can will it. You can put it in your will. You can give it to one of your children or your grandchildren, and you can really build this thing. It's a real business. It's not something that, you know, people say to me sometimes, "Oh, you went into one of those deals," and I'm going, "Man, you haven't looked at it right if you say it like that." And so I try and share it with them that way. And then I want Milo to maybe share a little bit about Mauer Mountain, how we can qualify for that, what we need to do. I got registered already. I tell people, I don't tell anybody else to register for something if I'm not going to do it myself. I'll be out there, you know, end of July. Milo, you'll see me. I'll be in Salt Lake City. And hopefully I'll bring a bunch of people from the team as well. So with that, Milo, I'm going to hand it over to you. I'm going to mute myself out, and then maybe at the end of the call, we'll do like we did last week. We'll open it up to any questions that people might have.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Doug, for the invite. I'm very happy to be here with you guys. Happy Friday and happy Saturday to you guys in Australia. Yeah, Mauer Mountain is going to be an awesome event, guys. It's going to be the 26th, 27th, 28th of July. We have great things that we're planning. We have a rodeo. We have training. We have recognition. We have fun activities at Tom's house. So we're very, very excited. We've been meeting about this event every single day. We're still putting together the qualifications, so you guys can get your ticket and your qualification here and for free. But we are definitely working on that. We'll probably have that ready for you guys at the beginning of next week. But for now, all you guys need to make sure that you call in the customer service and enroll. Reserve your seats for $200. That cost, I mean, obviously when we do the qualification, you can use that money towards that. So please make sure that you guys call in. And I'm not sure exactly how many people register so far, but we're going to give away a free exfolium for the first 15 people that call in and register and save their spots for the Mauer Mountain. But so far we have a rodeo. We're going to do a little mini rodeo here at Tom's arena, and we're going to have games. We're going to make sure that you guys know people from all over the world. We're going to have people coming from Japan, you guys from Australia, from the U.S., our Amish community, and from Europe as well. So it's going to be an awesome event. We're also going to be announcing our next year's event during this event. So we're going to make sure that we have a big event, each year, and make sure that you guys are there and qualify and work towards something, towards earning those trips and get recognized, with all the people there. We're going to have we call the Sizzle Under the Stars, which is our recognition night. We're going to have a live band, country music playing, and we're going to have, the recognition. Everything's going to be Western, guys, so don't bother in bringing your tuxes or your suits. Bring your boots, bring your jeans. It's all going to be super casual. We're going to have bonfires. We're going to have s'mores. We're going to have, our hamburgers. Everything is, like I said, it's going to be awesome. So anyway, I'm getting too excited and kind of hungry. And speaking of food too. So let's start with the training for our wealth builder system, guys. And one of the things that I get super excited when I talk about this is, sometimes when we go into these trainings, people are lost. They don't understand how this is paid, and sometimes they're a little like, well, I don't understand it, so I'm not gonna do this. And I've gone, and I'm sure Doc, you've done the same. That you've gone and explained them to people, and all of a sudden we get calls and say, wow, why aren't people not signing up with a wealth builder pack? After all the money that you can make by following this simple system, it's unbelievable that people just start off buying just one or two products, but this is an awesome system. Right now we have 3 wealth builder packs. This we actually need to update this PowerPoint with the other 2 slides. And we're bringing up a hopefully by next week our beauty wealth builder pack as well. So we're going to have 4 packs. This one is $315. They'll give you 300 PV, guys. Okay, this pack won't give you any BV or any commissionable volume. This will only give you PV, which helps you rank up. Okay, so we want to make sure that obviously you guys have 50 PV order to qualify. Remember, the orders from your preferred customers or retail customers count towards your PV. So make sure that you guys, if you have customers, that, or you can buy your own product, which obviously everybody does, because like Doc was saying, we need to make sure that we're a product of the product. But let's start by, if this will work, here we go. Let's start assuming, talking about your sponsor. Most of you guys, if I'm not mistaken, you are already been here with the company for some time now. So let's make sure that everybody knows that anybody that signed up prior to August 29th is considered grandfathered in. So basically what that means is that you qualified for everything. It's like you have all 6 people sponsored with the wealth builder system. So, and you'll understand a little later why is this. So anyone that signed up after August 29th, then you guys have to qualify to earn the commissions. But let's assume on this example here that your sponsor is grandfathered in, so he qualifies for everything. Okay, so the first thing that you guys need to do, you sign up. Okay, you buy your wealth builder pack, you're qualified and everything. So what you need to do is obviously sign 3 people up. Okay, you have 2 sides, the freedom side and the wealth side. The freedom side is, we'll explain why we call them the freedom and wealth side. So you get that money daily every time you sign up. So when your sponsor signed you up today, and he'll get the money tomorrow. So everything is paid daily. And this is an awesome thing that we have on this system as well. So let's sign up our first person. Okay, the first person, you sign them up, and the first, like I said, the first thing that you need to understand is you have to sign up 3 people. All right, every time you sign somebody up, you're gonna get $50 when you sign them up. Okay, the goal here is to sign them up in under 2 weeks. And why is that? If you do it in under 2 weeks, we'll duplicate the money. So instead of giving you $50 per person, we are going to give you $100 per person. So that means that you get $300 by signing up your first 3 people, right? That's what we call a freedom site, because you recoup most of the money that you use to purchase your own pack. Okay, so you do that. And what is your sponsor going to receive? Your sponsor, because he's helping you recruit, because he's helping you with the conference calls and going out and talking to people, he is going to be getting $80 per person, regardless if you took more than 2 weeks or not. Your sponsor is always going to get $80 per person on your first 3 only. Okay, so that's what you're going to be getting, your sponsor by getting by your first 3. All right, and then we will explain exactly how this is pretty much how the freedom side works, guys. Okay, so let's go into our wealth side. Okay, our wealth side, you're going to sign up number 4. Now, because you're number 4 qualified, this is what's going to happen. So you are going to be getting the $50. Okay, so now instead of your sponsor getting the $80, now you are going to get the $80. So 50 plus 80 is 130. So now just by signing up number 4, you're going to get $130 because you're number 4 qualified. Okay, so let's continue on and see what happens. Okay, so now what number 4 is going to do, number 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, they're going to be following your example. They're going to be starting recruiting, their first 3 and getting their commissions that way, right? So what's going to happen when number 4 starts recruiting his first 3, the number 4 is going to be getting his $50, right? $50 each by recruiting his first 3. Now, after he gets his first 3, now because you're number 4 qualified, now you are going to get the $80 from each one, just like your sponsor did on this side with you. Now, because you're number 4 qualified, then you are going to get $80 from number 4's first 3, and that goes through the infinity, guys. So every time that the first 3 is on your number 4, 5, or 6, and so on and so forth, get their first 3s, first 3s, first 3s, first 3 through infinity, you're always going to get $80 from the first 3s, first 3s, first 3s, okay, through infinity. And that's just by signing up number 4 and just because you are number 4 qualified. Now, what happens when you get number 5? Same thing. You get the $50 plus the $80, and you get $130 just by signing up number 5. But this, as soon as you sign up number 4, you activate what we call the check match. Okay, the check match is basically that we are going to give you 50% of whatever the people on your freedom site's wealth site receive. Okay, so how does this work? So what it is that let's put, for example, number 1. Number 1 got his first 3. Okay, when he got his number 4 and his person number 4, he's number 4 qualified now, and he got number 4 got his first 3, and then when he got number 4, that number 4, he's going to generate $80 to number 1, right? So you're going to get the 50% of that $80. That's what you're going to be receiving. So that's also infinity. Okay, so every time they generate any volume on that wealth side, then you are going to be getting that 50% of whatever they do, and that applies to number 1, number 2, and number 3. Anybody in your freedom side. So once again, number 1, sign up his 6 people. All right, starting from number 4, not from number 1. Okay, starting from number 4. Number 4 is going to sign up his 6. And then when they generate the $80, when number 1 generates the $80, that's when, because you're number 5 qualified, you're going to get a check match off of that $80, which is 40, for anyone on their wealth side, and you're going to be receiving that 50% check. Okay, so that is how you get the 50% check match when your people in your freedom side start enrolling their people on their wealth side. Okay. So now We haven't done. We're not done yet. You get number 6. Number 6 is pretty awesome, because number 6 activates what we call the turbo bonus. The turbo bonus means that instead of getting that $80, you get 50. Instead of getting 50 plus 80, you get 50 plus 100. So that makes that generates $150 that you will get by being number 6 qualified. So if you enroll number 7, number 8, and up through infinity on WIT, you will always get $150 just by signing this person up, number 6. Anything, and then what happens, what also this activates is that from here on after the minute that you sign up number 6, this will happen. And all this $80 that you see here, instead of getting $80 from number 4, number 5, instead of getting the 80, you're going to get 100. That activates the minute that you get number 6. So any future signups that happened during this same scenario, you'll get $100 instead of 80. Okay, and that goes through infinity. So a lot of people, what they think is that, okay, so does this mean that the 80s that I got before turn into 100? No, because you weren't turbo qualified back then, so you got your 80s. But like I say, the minute that you sign up number 6, you become a turbo qualified. So anybody, anytime that these $80 generate, you will get the $100 because you are turbo qualified. Okay, so this is basically how you can explain the wealth builder pretty fast, but I'm sure you have questions. I could go back and go back in the slides and just make sure that you guys understand. I want to make sure that you guys understand it completely today, so you guys can explain it to your team and make sure that they understand it. So Doc, I don't know if you want to open the mics, and we can open it for questions.
Hey, Milo, can you hear me all right?
I can.
Okay, so Milo, one of the things that I've been pointing out to people is that when you look at the wealth builder on the freedom side, can you explain why it's really important that on the freedom side, if you can possibly put your 3 best people over there, why would you want to put them on your freedom side versus the wealth side?
Well, that's a really good question. Actually, you put your strongest people on the freedom side, because that's always going to be generating everything. The check match gets there. You always get the $80 on the first three on that side, assuming that you're qualified for that. So you'll make sure you'll get the check, which is one of the more important things, because as soon as you get number 5, either whether number 5 is active and is building or not, you are already qualified to start making more money out of the first 3 people that are really, really strong, and start getting the check match, because they're going to be building strong. And since it's an infinity bonus as well, the check match, you will always be getting money from these 3 strong legs that you placed on the freedom side. And that's one of the reasons that it doesn't matter if number 5 or number 6 are building strong. That just qualified you to get the $80, and then when you get number 6, you qualify to get $100 on the freedom team as well.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I point out to people, like when you're looking at the freedom side, once you've signed up your first 3, you actually get paid in width on everything that they do because of that matching check bonus. You're going to get paid on everything on their wealth side, where on your wealth side, you're actually only getting paid on the freedom side of the people that you signed up. So if you've got somebody that's a really, really good recruiter and you put them in as number 2 and they go out and recruit 300 wealth builders, I mean, holy cow, you get paid on all of that all the way into depth, because every time they make a 50% on that, then you make that.
Exactly. The key is, guys, that when you sign up your first 3, you qualify with your 5th, just so you can tap into that side on the check match. That's the only way you can get more commissions off of their first 3 when you're number 5 qualified, and you can still go through infinity when they start recruiting, and then obviously when you get number 6, instead of getting the 80s, you get the 100s. So make sure that you qualify with the 6 as soon as possible.
You bet. And then on the wealth side, then you get paid on the first 3 of the first 3 of the first 3 all the way down to infinity on that. So I remember, and I'm going to bring this up, Milo, when you and I were sitting in the office, last October down there in Salt Lake City, and I said, you can't afford to do that. It's going to run Sizzle out of money. And you said to me, no, you said it'll work. I mean, you remember that?
I remember, yes.
And I sat there and I drew it out in the dirt, and it's like, holy cow, this thing will work. And I tell everybody now, you just got to sit there and draw it out over and over and over again. And all of a sudden, you're not going to sleep because you're going to see how much money you've left on the table if you're not working this thing. For those people who say, oh, it's too difficult, I'm not going to do it.
Exactly.
They haven't seen it. They haven't seen what this can do.
Yeah.
And then Milo, one of the things that before I unmute the line and bring everybody else on the call, one of the other things that I'd like you to explain. So how does this tie in with the regular compensation plan? So I sign up a wealth builder. I bring them on board. Tell me, what does that do to my volume? What does it do to my sponsors' volume? What does it do to my upline's volume when I bring wealth builders in? How does that help build me? And how can we use that to actually as a platform for building one-star legs? How can we use this for building one-stars?
Yeah, the good thing about this, guys, is that you guys can, this structure that you're seeing here, the wealth builder tree structure will never change, but you can still place people and sign them up with a wealth builder pack. Okay, so in the regular unilevel or regular compensation plan that we have, they will still be placed under wherever you guys want to do, and this will generate 300 PV. Every time that they, when you sign somebody up, it'll generate 300 PV, and it'll help people rank up. Okay, for that first order, remember that this system only pays out on the first order when you buy that one pack. After that, when they buy their auto ship, it goes back to the regular unilevel compensation plan. I've seen people that say, okay, I'm going to come in with a wealth builder pack, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to buy 100 points of other products. Okay, so what happens there in that situation, since this is only one order, they'll pay out the $50 or whatever it's going to pay out for the regular wealth builder payout, and then the other $100 they will pay 25% fast start to the sponsor. So it'll pay out exactly like the regular compensation will pay. But this will help you guys obviously rank up as fast as possible with that one, just by using that wealth builder. And there's to become one stars, we're actually putting together a presentation. There's a couple of ways that we can do it. We're thinking of doing either signing up 4 people, on the wealth builder, and have them do their 3, okay, and then make sure that everybody puts themselves in a $200 auto ship, monthly auto ship. And when they do that, you will qualify automatically as a 1-star. There's another one of our biggest leaders, and you know who I'm talking about, Doc, is that they're teaching their group to sign up 6 people and have the 6 people sign up 3 each. Okay, and as simple as that. You get 6 to sign up 3, and you basically with the amount of volume you become a 1-star. But after you ask the same 6 people to do exactly the same thing you do, and become a 1-star, you'll jump from 1-star to 6-star. Pretty much, I don't know how long it will take you. You can take a month or 2 or 3, depending on how your first 6 people or your 6 people are committed to do it. But one of the things that he's saying is that he's been seeing so much success, asking people to become a 1-star by signing the 6 who sign up 3 each, and then ask them to do exactly the same thing the following month. So that makes everybody a 1-star. And it makes you automatically a 6-star because you have 6 personally sponsored 1-stars. So that's what, there's different little things that that we're thinking of doing, putting together a PowerPoint with 2 different options to get 4 or 6, to do 3 and have the 6 to do the same thing. And you'll rank up super fast because obviously you get 300 points, and then teach your people to put at least a $200 auto ship, which is what you need to qualify as a 1-star, and that will help for the following month to so you can still rank up and they can still start duplicating. Remember, guys, this is not just a one-time thing. I mean, you guys sign 6 people up, but if you keep training them and asking them to do exactly the same thing you're doing, they will keep going and going and going. And remember, these bonuses that we have, they're through infinity, so it won't stop unless you stop, working and helping them duplicate themselves. So this is an awesome system that you guys can enjoy for forever. If somebody keeps working and working, that's why you shouldn't even stop at 6. You should have 7, 8, or 9, or 10 people and have them do exactly the same thing over and over and over, and so you can start generating more income using the wealth builder.
You bet. Milo, I'm going to unmute everybody, and I know there's some questions out there, so hang on 2 seconds.
Sure.
All right, everybody, welcome to the call, and I'm just going to mute myself, and if you want to just take turns and ask Milo any questions you might have.
Hi, Milo, it's Sandy.
Hi, Sandy.
Just wondering, like, if you were to register your first Freedom side, just a one person, do you get paid for that, or do you not get paid until you get your 3?
No, absolutely. You'll get your $50 daily. Okay, so we will get, as soon as you sign up the 3 people and the system recognizes that you did it under 2 weeks, then you'll see another check for another $50.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does anybody else have any questions for Milo? So, Milo, one of the questions that I have, and I don't know if you covered it, what's the required auto ship for the wealth builder?
Well, you at least have to have at least 50 points in your auto ship. Like I said, depending on your rank, especially you guys that have been here for some time, if you guys are a 1-star or a 2-star, it varies on the qualification on your monthly auto ship that you have to have per rank. So right now, if you're brand new, you at least have to have 50 PV. And then while you rank up, you need to make sure they have 100 PV if you're a master builder, or 200 if you're a 1-star, and so on and so forth.
You bet. So, but the wealth builder plan is just a 50 PV, and that can be, you can qualify for that just even with customers. Like you have to have that, right? Am I right on that?
Exactly. You don't even have to buy it if you have customers that are buying at least 50 PV. That's personal volume, guys. So make sure if you have personal preferred customer or retail customer, that will qualify you guys without even if you don't want to buy anything at that month that you have 50 or 100 or 200 PV that your preferred customers are purchasing, and that will qualify you guys to whatever rank you're on. So that's one of the things that by law we have to go by. So if obviously somebody buys product, they have their own stock and be a product of a product, but you don't. It's not required to buy it to qualify. Your preferred customer and your retail customer volume will count towards your people.
Okay, excellent. Does anybody have any questions for Milo?
Yeah, Milo, it's Paul here. How are you?
Hi, Paul. Good. How are you?
Good. When you say we're grandfathered in, all the people that we've got, are they on our wealth building side, but we still have to get our 3 for the freedom side? Is that correct?
Well, when you're grandfathered in, that means that you're qualifying as if you already have your 6 people. So basically, if somebody wants to buy in, even if they're grandfathered, everybody has the right to buy at least one wealth builder pack. So if they want to buy it, they'll obviously be part of your 6. but this will count on any new volume that comes in. So if you have a new person that you're just signing up, that would count, that would place her on number 1. And then you sign another one, a brand new with a well fill, that'll be on your number 2. So your existing people, unless they buy the pack, then they will count as one of your first 6.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
All right. Well, everybody, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm just going to ask one more time. Any further questions?
Terrence speaking.
All right.
Do you
What's it?
will this be recorded?
Yeah, this is being recorded. I'll have it up on YouTube in just probably the next half hour.
Good. Also, guys, just so you guys know, if you go to sizzle.net, I did a whiteboard presentation on it, and it's on our YouTube channel. If you look for the Wealth Builder explanation in our blog, you'll find that video as well.
All right. Well, thanks, Milo. Thanks for taking time on your Friday night to be with us. Thanks, everybody, for joining us on Friday here in the States and Canada. Thanks for taking time Saturday morning down in Australia. It's been fun, and I'll get this posted up on YouTube right away. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Milo.